Do we actually want any of the change we demand about nowadays? Does anyone have the balls to step up and make change, or are we just slightly intelligent Neanderthal blobs? I started the video with 2 thought-provoking rhetorical questions. That means it's gonna be deep and serious for once. Now that we have the internet to communicate quickly between everyone, we really should be able to gather a communal idea and express thought, right? I mean, look, statistically speaking, having the likes of Twitter, Reddit, and even posting a Facebook status about how bad your day was makes it very easy to share ideas across the globe. Too easy. Like, way too easy. Yet in a day where everyone won't wait seconds before angrily tweeting about a current event, we're not making any change. And yeah, feminists, it kind of means you too. We can all agree that something needs to be done about police brutality, and it's even clearer that people give a shit. Yet we're having adult temper tantrums and lighting pizza restaurants on fire when we don't get our way. Everyone has their foreign screens in one hand at all times during the day that can literally contact anyone anywhere in the world in mere milliseconds with. But the only thing we're accomplishing is trending a hashtag that people use to let their friends know that I care, what I'm doing is making a difference some way. You're not helping. You're not a part of a movement because you were passionate in a tweet you wrote while taking a dump. 50 years ago, in a similar situation with similar tension to today in America, we changed the world in a few short years with nonviolent protests and without the internet. When people gathered maybe once a week to share their thoughts and ideas and how they wanted to move forward with it, it was done. People risked their lives in marches and boycotts that can get you lynched for association. They got in the face of the people writing the rules, and it put them in a situation where something had to be done. Today we make sure to let our friends know that we care, go home, then rub one out. Today our lives are centered around this fucking virtual world where everyone speaks to everyone and everyone speaks to everyone about what pisses them off. This brings into question what I've been wondering for a few years now. Does anyone really give a shit? Does anyone actually have the desire and demand that someone like Martin Luther King did? Or are we just going through the motions because everyone else is? Basically how I see it is someone reads something online that something shitty happened, like 30 kids were shot in a school, and immediately everyone cares. Instantly, I've been passionate about gun control my whole life and this needs to be stopped. All of a sudden, I'm a video game analyst and I've come to the conclusion that Call of Duty turns children into serial killers. But that's only the first 2 days. Then it fades from our memories and a week later we move on to the next thing. Now we're mad at something else. A defenseless black kid was shot by a cop for the 8th time this year. So we go ahead and post our own personal sob stories and everyone now feels the struggle of being a minority and we're all in tears, right? But nothing changes. The Sandy Hook shooting was over 2 years ago from today. And what's changed as a result? Yeah, our president went on TV and he wiped a tear from his face. It's so sad. And for that month, sports events had a moment of silence for 10 seconds before their game started. But we've done fuck all as a result of this. So now it brings into question again. Does anyone have the balls to do anything? Because now it's just become apparent that we lose interest in a few days and make a joke out of it. Trayvon Martin is nothing but a stereotype of black teens wearing hoodies. School shootings make for great material in a cartoon, and their viewers will praise them and call them edgy and controversial, but nothing changes. So yeah, we might have some of the most innovative technology we will ever have, but is that a good or a bad thing?